Welcome to the garden. Today I've got a kind of adventurous project. Right now the water lilies are flowering. So today we're going to experiment using a kiddie pool as a boat. Now these are really kind of floppy. They're made to sit on the ground, so when you put it on water it's like a water bed, really wavy and kind of weak. So I've decided to kind of reinforce it with a couple of these gray storage lids just to give it a little bit more rigidity. So here it is, our little makeshift kiddie pool boat. We've got those little gray lids down here for a little bit of stability, and a tarp just to protect these pillows, which will kind of help distribute my weight a little more evenly throughout the system. Now, I don't have a paddle, but I managed to find a pretty solid stick. I think we'll be able to kind of use the ground like a little gondola and push ourselves across for the first, I don't know, 5 or 6 feet, and then I can start paddling around because it's actually a pretty broad stick. Okay. I think we're in. Now we just have to get off the bottom. Wow, I really hope this doesn't go poorly. Okay, we're pretty close to the water on one end here, but we are floating. Yikes, this is pretty crazy. I'm trying to stay right in the center so we don't get off balance here. But we're doing it. Check it out. We are officially floating. Now, let's see if we can go find a lily pad here. Wow, this is kind of crazy. This is really kind of crazy. Wow, I'm doing it. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. Okay, there's a few lilies out here that are flowering. Check it out. It's really hard to steer. With a canoe and a kayak, you kind of have a nose you can direct. But here I've got nothing. I'm just kind of rolling around. So I'm going to get situated. I'll see if we can get a really close-up shot of some of these lilies. I spotted a little turtle just to the right, about a foot to the right of that little flower. There's a little painted turtle just peeking his head out, resting on a lily pad there. We might go say hi, but I think he'll probably get spooked. They are just amazing, aren't they? There's one right over here that just peaked right above the water surface and is about to bloom. It's beautiful. Kind of looks like the little turtle with his head poking out. There's all sorts of little bugs too that love these little lily pads. Ooh, there goes a bee or something checking me out. So far we're still floating. This is really cool. Man, he's way out here. We're about 30 feet from shore. It's pretty brave for a spider. Some of these lily pads have some really interesting colors on them. I'm getting dangerously close to the water. We actually took on a little bit of water here, just for a second. I was just leaning too hard trying to maneuver, but I think we've recovered, and it's actually working pretty well. It's just beautiful out here on the pond. My legs are starting to fall asleep, so I might have to call it. Or maybe I can go cross-legged and keep it going, but I've been navigating pretty quickly. Just using the gondola technique where you drive your stick in. The water's only about 4 feet deep. Aren't they just extraordinary? Wow. These water lilies are just incredible. And the lily pads themselves are just beautiful as well. Look at all these blooms. There's just so many blooms. All across the entire pond. What a lovely time of year. There's something really weird over here. It's kind of built into a stick. Looks like a big pod. Like some kind of egg sac or something. It's about a foot underwater. Let's see if we can get a little closer. I have no idea what that is. So strange. Could be some kind of egg cluster. Just looks insanely alien though. These little minnows swimming around, aren't they cute? Made it back safely. Oh, my legs are super sore though. I feel like an old man. We did take on quite a bit of water actually. That's about a half hour's worth of water and one little kind of dip, and scooped up a whole bunch. So that's probably what most of that came from. But that's not too bad. I think this worked extremely well. So we've successfully launched our kiddie pool boat. It just needed a little extra support. You can see a little bit of the bowing here that's happened along the rim. So it's pretty flimsy stuff, but just enough to carry one person across the pond. I hope you all enjoyed this little kiddie pool boat adventure. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.